cherry coffee cake is a wonderful dish to make on the weekends whenever you want to have a special breakfast. Just a little bit of time and you can have a wonderful homemade treat. I'm actually using my grandmother's recipe here. So we are going to begin with 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Just going to measure these into my bowl. For this recipe, we combine our dry ingredients first and then our wet. So to the dry ingredients, we're going to add an additional teaspoon of baking powder, and then we're going to add a teaspoon of cinnamon, and we're going to just put this in the bowl and we're going to set it aside. We will use this later. So now we need to get our wet ingredients ready. So in my bowl, I'm going to add 5 tablespoons of butter to 1 cup of sugar. Now I'm using organic sugar, so it's not as white and pristine as the sugar you normally buy. I happen just to like the flavor of this a lot, so I love to use the organic sugar. So go ahead and cream together the butter and the sugar, and once they're well combined, go ahead and add in 2 eggs and your teaspoon of vanilla. Now we are going to begin to go ahead and combine the dry and wet ingredients together. So I'm going to add about 1/3 of my dry ingredients, a little bit of the half and half that's included in the recipe, and I'm just going to mix these together. I'm going to do this in 3 different parts. So I'm going to, once this gets all nice and incorporated, I'm going to do it again and again, and our batter will be ready to go. So you're probably thinking, where do the cherries come involved? Well, we're going to add those in next. Now I am using a spring form pan. This is one that I often use to make cheesecakes in. So they do have an additional use. And these are fabulous pans. They're spring form. So the sides come off and you just lock them back in place. So to make this coffee cake, I am going to go ahead and spray the pan with some non-stick spray. It's never cool when your baked goods stick to the pan. No one's happy. So we're going to go ahead and spread our batter out evenly in the pan. And as soon as you get that done, go ahead and grab your can of cherries. Now I used pie filling cherries, and you're just going to spread these over evenly on the coffee cake. My grandmother always made things with canned cherries, so these cooking like this always reminds me of her. So get these all spread out, and then you're going to put this into the oven and bake it for about 25-30 minutes. And while it's baking, you can put together your streusel topping. Now a streusel topping is just 3 ingredients. It's butter, sugar, and flour, and if you like, you can add a little bit of cinnamon. And you know what? You can put these over baked apples. You can put this over any type of coffee cake, a regular cake, anything. This topping is delicious. So we're just going to cream these together until they look like the peas there. And we're just going to sprinkle this over the top of the partially baked cherry coffee cake. What we're going to do is we're going to put this back into the oven, and then we'll take it out after about 10 to 15 minutes. And we will have a wonderful cherry coffee cake. So hey, for more great recipes, come to copycat.com.